All right. Thanks, Paula, for taking some time out to talk with us about animal communication and your journey with animal communication. I'm Linda Roberts, a professional animal communicator, and I've got Paula Hoffman here, who is a wonderful soul who's gone through my programs. Hi, Paula.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us. So I wanted to ask you to rewind from before you attended the classes that taught you how to communicate with the animals. What were you doing to try to understand your animals better? Were you taking classes or reading books, or what were you doing?
Well, I was kind of trying it on my own, seeing if I could connect with them. And I did take a couple classes about kind of telepathy and connecting to our six senses. Like I took an aura reading and Akashic records and Reiki. Um, but I have to say, I was never getting very obvious messages like I do now. It was more like I just have always had a strong connection with animals, and I've always been able to kind of understand their moods and what was going on with them. Not anything tele well, I don't think it was telepathic. It was just, I think, me being really in tune
Hmm.
with how animals acted and behaved.
Okay. Oh, good.
Yeah.
So what brought you to learn animal communication? Were you solving for a particular problem with one of your animals, or was it just a dream? What was it?
You know, it was something that I've always wanted to do,
Yeah.
hence all those classes and different trying ways to connect. And I finally I knew about you, and I had followed you and watched your FaceTime, or I'm sorry, your Facebook Soulful Spirits, and I actually had you read my animal a couple times. So I think I finally just said, listen, life is busy. There's always reasons not to. And I just made the decision. I'm like, I just have to make the time to do it because it's something I really want to do. So I
Good.
did,
Okay,
and you
good.
end up finding ways to make it all fit together.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. That drive and that motivation really gets us going, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For
Was there
sure.
anything holding you back from doing the course? Because it sounds like you were dabbling in a few things. Was there any hesitation or anything?
You know, the only, besides being busy, that was always what like, I guess my excuse. And I think if I was to dig a little deeper, I would say that there was a little bit of fear that I wouldn't be able to do it,
Right.
that I just didn't, because I've always heard that people just are born with this ability and they just know how to do it. And I kept trying, and it wasn't really, it wasn't so easy as everybody said. So then I was kind of afraid, like, oh, I'm going to do this and then find out I just can't ever do it. So I think maybe that was my hesitation, just a fear of
Mhm.
failure, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, and that's very normal. I see that all the time. I even experienced it from time to time when I was dabbling and not quite understanding how it works. But then I think
Hmm.
once you got all the puzzle pieces together, you're like, okay, I got this.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, good.
exactly.
Okay, good. So how's your life now that you've achieved learning animal communication? What's changed?
Well, I think the biggest change I've noticed is, besides being way more connected to my own animal, as well as animals around me, I just feel like I am much more connected to the universe. And I know that sounds so big, but it's just really kind of reinforced the idea that all energies are connected. And I really feel that much more now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, yeah.
Good. Yeah, I know. I felt that, and so I've heard that from so many other people is I feel like I'm plugged into the universe now and I'm not just talking with animals, but the plants and the crystals and I'm more in tune to my loved ones as well. Are you
Oh,
finding
yeah,
that too?
absolutely. And I feel like I'm much more forgiving in a way. I wasn't ever like, not forgiving, but just it has changed my worldview on things, and just realizing that the things that used to really bother me are so minute in the big picture that I just don't want to spend my energy on that
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah,
Good.
it's been good. I feel very calm and grounded now.
Oh, good. That's great to hear. So you feel like learning animal communication is transformational as well?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Okay. Good, good. So it doesn't just affect animals. It's like all things in your life.
Yeah, and I've noticed like I really do try to connect with the trees and the birds, and I kind of always have, but now it just feels stronger. I had a bird. I was walking my dog one morning and there was a crow in the tree, cawing. And I just kind of in my head said, "Hello, bird." And he stopped making noise. And then we just kept walking. And then he started following us and screaming, and I was like, oh my God. But I've always actually talked to my plants, always.
Yeah.
So now I just talk to them more.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah,
Yes.
that's great. It makes a difference. It really, really does.
Oh, it does.
I feel it, when I don't acknowledge my animals or my plants, I feel it and I feel that appreciation and gratitude from them when I do recognize them and I do, give them a little bit of love or, a little bit of acknowledgement.
Oh, absolutely. And I noticed that really like with my dog now. We've always had a good connection, but now I feel like it just feels deeper and um he he pays more attention to me. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. A lot of animals do that anyways, but he was always like kind of his own, what's up? And he still is that way, but I can see that he's much more seeing what I'm doing and interested in, he just is much more in tune with me.
Oh,
And
that's
maybe it's
great.
that I'm more in tune with him. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a two-way street, but yeah, he
Yeah.
knows that you understand him and that he can express himself to you and you'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. It's
Oh,
a nice feeling.
oh, that's great. So how, a little more specifically, how did the course help you to kind of rein in some of that interest and some of the dabbling that you were doing?
Well, the course gave me confidence.
Okay.
Um, and I think that was the thing I was lacking, because I just I didn't have confirmation, and that's the other thing the course gave me because of the atmosphere in the group, there was a lot of feedback and there was a lot of confirmation and there was just a lot of tips and advice and try this, write this down, that kind of stuff. And it really just gave me the confidence to believe what I was. It gave me the confidence to trust what I was feeling and seeing and hearing.
Oh, good.
Yeah, yeah.
Good. Good. I
It
hear.
made all the difference because I had tried, been messing around for so many years, and then this is what made the difference.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that time and time again. And that's why I've designed the course the way I have, where there's, recorded content where I teach you some techniques and approaches for you to digest on your own, and then coming together in a Zoom space where we can do some live interactive readings and get feedback immediately. It really helps it to sink in, I think.
It does. And then when you get the confirmation, oh my God, like when you first get it and you're like, you were on, there's nothing better than,
I know.
that is the biggest confidence booster. I'm like, oh my God, I did it.
I know. I know. It is so rewarding, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It is.
Yeah,
I walk
good.
away feeling like $1,000,000, like, all right, I got this.
Awesome. Is there one particular thing about the course that stands out for you that you really, really liked?
I I think my favorite part is the connection with the other students and with you. To me, that's where the community all comes in, and the support and the confidence and the confirmation. Um, Practicing together, we would focus on an animal and we'd all practice reading them and then discuss it. So you get the immediate feedback.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. And then there's some days that I was way off. And then you just kind of start figuring out, well, why was this person on and I was off? And we just talk about that stuff, and it just helps hone in uh the focus for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Good. 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 Yeah, because I know sometimes when messages come through and we hear it in our voice, we don't always think that we're getting something from another living being, but it's our own voice. And I think getting that confirmation of, oh my gosh, they picked up on this, my classmate picked up on the same thing as me.
Right.
That's great. Okay, I'm not
Yeah.
making this up.
And truly, that was, at least for me, what I needed.
Yes.
Because I'm always in my head chatting. So the
Great.
idea that somebody else was hearing or feeling or seeing the same thing just said, oh my gosh, maybe it's not just me yabbling to myself. It's actually communication with
Yeah.
other beings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great. So moving forward now, because you've completed the coursework, where are you headed with animal communication?
Well, I have no specific idea on a business. At least at this point, I don't. I am, I'm still messing with talking to the birds and my dog and my, other people's animals. Um, and I just really want to work on that even more. I want to get to the point where it's just seamless almost. Like right now I'm sitting in a room and I'm focused, except when I was talking to that bird. But
Yeah.
um, as of right now, I just want to keep playing with it
Mhm.
and getting the confirmations and building the experience. Um, and who knows, maybe I'll do a business, but I've had a number of people, friends of mine, ask me to, hey, will you read my animal? And I have, and I've gotten great feedback on it. So I know it's just great. It's nice to help people that are similar to me,
Yeah. Yeah,
had similar
definitely.
situations. I've had my previous 3 dogs have all died of unnatural causes like cancer and problems with the surgery. And certainly the 2 that died of cancer, you know, dogs and animals are so stoic, right? You have no idea until it's too late. And that's exactly what happened with those 2. And it would have been nice if I could have kind of nipped it, and then maybe they didn't have to be in pain, or, we could have done something for one of them.
Mhm.
We could have helped her, but it was too late. And the other one, it was just a very aggressive cancer. But that's what, that's what I hope I can
Yeah.
help with people
Yeah.
and my dog and my plants. And
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Maybe in honor of their memory, you can pay it forward and maybe help others.
exactly. Exactly. I hope to do that. I try to do that anyways.
Yeah.
But it's been really just such an enjoyable experience, the classes and the connection with this group of people now, and you.
Yeah.
Um, and I've just enjoyed it. And I just feel more confident that I can do this stuff, and then it even opens up more worlds for me.
Okay.
Go back to the aura reading and see if I can do that better. Or,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's been
Good.
a great experience. I'm so thankful to you.
Oh, good. good. Good.
Yeah,
Well,
for
thank
offering
you.
this. And
Yeah, I'm honored to guide the way for you because you have it in you. You know, everyone has it in them. It's just a matter of illuminating that and bringing it forward to the consciousness a little bit more so you can tap into it more readily.
exactly, exactly. And this these courses are exactly what I needed to do that.
Good.
Yeah. So I appreciate all of it. And the animal wisdom circle is, I'm done with all the courses now.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad to me because I really enjoyed it so much. But now you have this animal wisdom circle, um, which makes it still in my world.
Yes.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
great.
Oh, good. Good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people wanted to continue the process, and so that membership is why I designed it the way it is. So we could stay in touch, continue to practice, and commiserate on some of the things that our animals are doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting too. I like that it's people from all over the
Mhm.
world, really.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Well, thank
Yeah.
you so much for taking the time to chat with us. And I greatly appreciate you, Paula, and for all of your wisdom and your beautiful energy that you bring to every encounter. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And I appreciate yours as well. It's always very warm and welcoming. And, that's how come everything has been so effective because your energy is inviting and open, and it
Oh,
makes
thank
us
you.
all relax and able to really, learn and figure things out. So I thank you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you.